All right, full screen AirMech go. Right in time. This is bracket AC of the AirMech double kill tournament. Game 1, and it will be on Duel, as this is the starting map for this round, and it will be between the Carbon team in the upper left-hand corner, Broadside, the Alpha Striker, Super Schmexy, and Tangibility in the Classic Helix. And their opponents, the green team in the bottom right-hand corner, Team Festive Present V2 version 2. Oh, Festive Present 2 version 2, my bad, I'm sorry. And it will be WayWay and Boomhower, both in the Apache Helix. You know, traditional moneymaker builds going down. I doubt that there's going to be any pre-built generators. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I forgot to mention the team name for the Carbon team is Winged Walruses. Did I say that? Either way, we do have Broadside and Tangibility going straight for this forward. Oh man, they're going for a cheese. Tangi and Broadside are going with a double flamer cheese. Oh man, they're gonna go for this this outpost. Will they be able to get it neutralized? Oh, the flamer doesn't really do as, you know, doesn't neutralize as fast anymore. Oh, and it's pretty much been shut down at this point. And yeah, nice try. Almost was successful in doing that. But at this point, we will start pretty much standard. I mean, that's been kind of the gripe for a really long time. Is, you know, cheesing doesn't really cost you anything. It's not that risky. If you fail at the cheese, just go back and play standard. We will see the necro play that WayWay and Boomhower went on with Duel for the last game on Duel that they played against Team Phoenix. And will they be able to get these? I mean, they probably eventually will. But what Tangi and Broadside need to do is give them enough trouble and kill the Necros fast enough such that the goalie debris dies faster than the Necros can actually, you know, resurrect them or, you know, get to them. You know, once they just need to make sure all the Necros are dead, and this entire time I would hope to see that they're also queuing up units as well. WayWay and Broadside still, WayWay and Boomhower, I'm sorry, B names kind of messed me up, and a couple of flamers getting dropped over there for a little bit of harass. Not really that effective, as there's flamers everywhere for the green team over there. And they still haven't been able to get this goalie killed, so quite a lot of trouble. I mean, I find it a little bit interesting. Actually, they might have wanted to save that strategy for this round, instead of going with the Necros in the last round. Obviously, they were sitting in a lobby together for a really long time, so Broadside and Tangi had plenty of time to analyze their loadouts, as well as Boomhower and WayWay did with Winged Walruses loadouts. And Broadside gonna try to get this Goliath killed, but Boomhower is now going with, oh, there's no flamers, and that will be it. The goalie is lost. There's no there's no flamers. There's no Necros. WayWay, Boomhower does have some queued up, but he's not gonna be able to get to it in time, as there is a Goliath in his build queue in front of that Necro. And he's not going to be able to get to that goalie in time, and all that debris. The debris has already gone away, and now the mid-fight is starting. It's a little late, to be honest, at 2 minutes already. But, you know, it has to eventually start. Okay, now Boomhower going with the grinders. I would guess that this is definitely going to be enough to take at least one of the goalies, if not two. Whether or not it's been cost-effective to go for them in the first place, considering the harass was gone down by Broadside and Tangi. You know, that initial harass, which they were able to shut down all those Necros going down, pretty costly. But at this point, I think they will be able to get those Necros, or get those goalies Necroed. And now Broadside and Tangibility aren't actually, I mean, they're aware that that's happening, or at least that they can still do it. But now they do have 2 free goalies under their, you know, in their army. Broadside, Boomhower and WayWay, and now retreating the grinders. But the Carbon team is pretty far ahead in the mid-fight, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter as much. Those goalies, huge cost. It's, God, is it 14,500 or 1,700? I don't know. Someone can tell me, but either way, it's expensive. That's the point. And they are literally getting those units for free, instead of having to spend money on them. And those, I mean, minus 600 credits. The Carbon team grabbing the control of mid. Will they be able to keep it, or will the you know, massive amounts of Goliath be able to you know, counter this? 70 to 69. 69. Okay, well, it's very, very even, and it does look like a couple jokers are being pushed out by. I mean, I would assume that's Tangibility setting a couple jackals or jokers. God, ever since jokers got introduced, I could never get their name right because I was so used to saying jackals. But jokers have been moved out a little bit, and we do have Broadside trying to take this Longhorn attack this Goliath, but Boomhower does start to ferry them back. And, oh, I didn't even see this. I don't know why the hell I missed this, but there are 4 Longhorn with a couple of artillery, and they've been able to clear this left lane, and I guarantee you that the green team, well, I don't guarantee you, but I don't think that the green team has really scouted that, and they might start to go for the next set, and it's at that point that they will see that they have not, there's no goalies to actually take. They might have been able to scout that all this time. I didn't notice, but if you know, they were really focused on their side of the neutrals, I guess is what you can say. and necroing him, and lots of heavy mines coming out actually. Broadside with 5 heavy mines. And lots of, oh my god, that's a lot of grinders. Grinder spam like crazy. A couple of healing units would do the green team pretty well at this point. But Broadside, Tangibility just bombing. WayWay gonna start to move them out. Not out, but move them to the left. And oh no, now these goalies are gonna kill the Longhorn that were stationed over here. Oh, did they take the credit boxes? Oh my god, I'm so bad at that. Oh, Tangi did take one of the credit boxes. I'm assuming WayWay got the other one because he does have 32k in his bank. They do spawn at 4:15. I need to play more, so I can actually notice that time. We do have the grinders moving out. Tangibility, will he be bombing some more? He just has Longhorn in queue. Broadside going to be slashing. Grinders cannot attack mechs, so he can just freely slash over here without really too much danger to himself. A lot of the units here at the front lines of the green team, team's army here have been killed, but a lot of the grinders have gone down as well. It's pretty good positioning by this Carbon team. And the goalie's now being moved up a little bit. Now the grinder, another grinder out. Grinders are so effective. They have such a high health pool. I think they are also really health efficient for their. But the grinder push has pretty much been shut down. 90 to 54. Wow, the power station doing doing wonders for this Carbon team without any generators on the field even. And at this point, the green team, oh man, they are a little bit behind. They're not dramatically behind. They still definitely can take this game. And WayWay scouting that right side. Oh, was that Boomhower? I don't know. They are in the same skin. Their name tags the same color. So one of those guys. Oh, and we have a counter push by the Carbon team. Oh, this is really interesting. A lot of them are going to be softened up dramatically by these grinders, but the grinders are actually also getting killed. But it's a long way to this green fort. Are they going to switch to T? I don't think so. They are going for the damage. It does look like they are going to start to station some units over here. I don't think this was a very good push to begin with. Boomhower and WayWay have a lot of response time, and what is Broadside doing? Just shooting, trying to thin out the units over here, but I mean, the unit count is still in favor of the Carbon team, 72 to 54. And yeah, this entire push was completely destroyed. Broadside, or Tangi doing a little bit of micro, but Broadside's going to be able to get this outpost neutralized, I think. And the unit cluster has been thinned out for the green team. 55 to 73. It's not a humongous defense, or not defense. It's not a humongous difference. Well, difference and defense, those two words, just for some reason. Oh, and the necros by Boomhower. Going down, and he is able to necro a couple of those pushed Carbon units, but the Carbon team has been able to neutralize this outpost. They are going to start to thin out those units down here too. Broadside actually has 2 Blaster Guardians, and I would assume he's going to start to get a 3rd one out once he is high enough level. I think that's level 9. Oh, and he has hit level 9. He's either level 9 or level 12 or 10 or something like that. I don't know. But either way, the Carbon team has been able to grab control of this outpost. I don't think they're going to be able to hold it, but they have been able to drop quite a lot of units over here, and lots of green units down on the field, but lots of Carbon units down as well. Tangi patrolling some jokers. God, I hate those two. Why did they name them so similarly? Anyway, we do have Broadside and Tangi still clearing units. Broadside with those Blaster Guardians. Oh, he doesn't have any on him right now, but able to clear the Sonya. And the Carbon team actually doesn't have that much here defending at the mid, but it's kind of the same story for the green team at the forward. 59 to 68. It's once again not that big of a difference, but it's pretty much enough such that the Carbon team can control the action and keep the pressure on the green team instead of the other way around, I would say. I mean, regardless of whether or not that's the reason, that's what's actually happening. The Carbon team is continually attacking this forward, and the unit count is still favoring them. Okay, it has grown dramatically. It's 72 to 45, so they have been able to clear the majority of the units over here. Where is WayWay? He's going with a grinder, going to try to thin out the units at the mid, but Tangi is there to see it, so he doesn't decide to drop, and now decides just to drop at the forward. WayWay and Boomhower have quite an uphill battle going for them right now. Those Necro goalies did not do what they needed them to do, especially because of all the trouble that they got at the beginning. Now Tangi going for the corner, and drops someone on, he drops him on the light mines, but now he, I don't know. These level 4 creeps are on every neutral outpost on Duel, which is kind of interesting. Tangi going down to WayWay, and Boomhower does drop the DAW, but Broadside just, dropping a Longhorn down here, I would assume. Yeah, okay, now WayWay and Boomhower have been pushed all the way back to their forward, or to their close. I'm sorry. It's strange terms that we've actually come up with here in AirMech. But now, yeah, it's 75 to 49, 51 now. They have quite a lot of goalies. Well, they have a fair number of goalies and lots of units everywhere. Oh, there's a Sonya back here. I don't think that's actually doing anything, but definitely something you don't want to lose. WayWay going down with a grinder in his queue, in his cargo. Oh man, being double teamed there by Broadside and Tangibility. And at this point, Boomhower is all alone. Does have nothing in queue. He has 16k in his bank. I don't know if he's going to be queuing up more goalies or grinders or whatnot, but at this point, it's 81 to 48. The Carbon team has That's almost double the unit upkeep. And it's, yeah, it's the hill gets steeper and steeper for this green team. And WayWay now coming up with Berthas. They are going to do a traditional, I guess, artillery, unit cluster leapfrog battle, etc., etc., etc. Oh, what is Tangi doing here? Coming out with some flamers. Will probably get this outpost neutralized at this point, as no one from the green team has responded quite yet. WayWay busy creating that unit cluster to defend his what's it called? His Bertha, but Broadside getting a kill on WayWay, and this outpost has actually been taken by the Carbon team. Will they start to drop some stuff? Now we finally have Boomhower responding. Does have some flamers in queue, trying to he will try to get this neutralized, but Tangi is going to scare him away with those rockets and doesn't finish him off. But what does Tangi have in queue? Does have a couple Longhorn coming out, and the Carbon team has plenty of units here. They have definitely enough units to, well, I don't know. If the green team pushed mid, they have enough units. They probably have enough units to take it, but the Carbon team, we do have Boomhower doing his own corner attack, but Broadside is coming to defend himself with some level 3 level 2 creeps. Those are level 2 because we are not at 10 minutes quite yet, and the flamers are getting killed. And at this point, this outpost has been neutralized, but surrounded enough by Carbon units that it's definitely still under Carbon's control. Oh, and flanked artillery here. These Archies raining down on the kills a Goliath. I think Archies do the most direct damage. Or splash I think it's direct damage. So, yeah, that's why that's probably one of the biggest reasons they still have Archies. Oh, and Broadside gonna send a secret Longhorn push. It's gonna go in the backside here. The green team will eventually notice it, but I think that will serve as a great distraction for whatever the Carbon team decides to do soon. And now WayWay moving back. It does see it on his minimap now. Oh no, doesn't see it now. Okay, it is on the Carbon team's or the green team's minimap now. But the green team's cluster has been thinned out fairly well. These Archies did go down, but at the cost of a goalie, it's definitely worth that. And Tangi and Broadside just softening up these units. Actually, not even softening, just straight up killing these units with their own mech fire, just with their mech fire. And Broadside, what is he doing? Oh, where did those Longhorn go? Okay, I guess they didn't really do too much. Oh, one has made it to the fort, smoking black. So, gonna soften up a generator, get killed by a Gemini. Not a big news story there. But let's see here. Broadside going all the way back to his... Wow, all the way back to his friendly close. And Tangi now coming out with heavy mines. Oh man, he's going to do the thing where when creeps walk over it, it'll set it off. Oh, it killed just the creep. Not close enough to this. But now we do have the Carbon team now pushing out. They have kind of a clear aisle, or a clear pathway to the green fort. Oh, and they have decided to just stop it and hold position, playing it safe, not playing it too aggressive. Broadside getting WayWay in the air. 53 to 100. It's practically a 2-to-1 upkeep difference at this point. And Boomhower now just has a couple of... The green team has virtually, very close to nothing here. There's 2 tanks in the back, a few light units in defense, and comparatively to the Carbon team slowly moving up. And I know this is almost definitely going to be a clear victory for the Carbon team in a matter of time, just because I know that these players definitely know how to safely move up, safely get the finish. And I think that... and Tangi going for socket units. Man, what an interesting priority there. He's probably going to lose this Longhorn to that grinder. But, and Tangi actually getting killed. Oh, by WayWay. I think that was off cam. My bad. But yeah, Tangi getting killed, dropping that doll. WayWay getting another kill on Tangi. I think he was the one that got the kill on Tangi a little bit earlier. But look at this unit cluster. There's not too much that the green team could do. 52 to 100. Still about the same. Still about the same kind of difference. And a jammer going down, preventing any artillery from doing much damage. And there is actually a Bertha pointing toward this unit cluster, and that massive deflection. Wow, I think Berthas actually deflect even further than the rest of the artillery. I guess they shoot harder or stronger or faster or longer. I don't know, but they deflect pretty far. And at this point, the Carbon team is just going to slowly make a unit cluster and probably make a move on this close outpost. They don't really need to make a hard move for the fort, and we do have tanks moving in, and they're probably not going to go too all in here. Maybe start to micro their goalies toward this close. But WayWay and Boomhower pretty much have nothing to defend. There's a lot of tanks here. They might be able to get them killed, but look at the unit support that they have, and obviously the income difference is going to be dramatically favoring the Carbon team. So, now Tangi actually splitting their attention. Oh, I don't think that was the right decision, actually, but entertaining nonetheless. We do have Broadside and Tangi still putting more pressure on this close. Tangi patrolling Jokers. WayWay and Boomhower trying to get a defense off. What do they have in queue? Just a couple of Necros. Oh, okay, Necros are great for them at this point because they will be able to revive the Carbon units that died, and they will be able to get the strong units for very low cost in that Necro. But again, Tangi doing some harass on this back corner post. Nothing here. Most of the mines have been cleared. A couple of Longhorns. Okay, this is not even a harass. This is attack. They're trying to go for this for the most part. Creeps will eventually take it. If they can get it well surrounded enough, Creeps will eventually take it without them having to do anything at all. And now Tangi softening up more units. It's just a slow progression again, once again. You know, I think eventually they will take this close, or and obviously, okay, now we do have the creeps walking in. There's only 3 though, and the grinder is chasing it, but eventually creeps will walk in, and if Tangi or Broadside bring any infantry at this point, they will be able to take that outpost under their control. And now Boomhower killing Tangibility there. And WayWay and Boomhower still trying to fight back. Still have 2 Berthas firing into this unit cluster. Broadside does scout that. Where is that jammer? The jammer is not here. So as long as they don't bring it over here, or at least make a new one. Yeah, okay. Now Broadside did make a new one. So that will start to soften the effects of those 2 Berthas. Oh, but goalies going for that corner post. The green team has been able to retake this, yes, but oh man, those goalies are just going to be really, really powerful. It's just a grinder, or 2 grinders and a longhorn defending over there. Now we do have the slow Bertha war here for the green team, but the carbon team will probably start to move out. Okay, they are already moving out now, sending their units that unit cluster that they had at that cluster that they had right there. It's not moving that far, but they are moving nonetheless. They are going in for the kill. And they might actually want to set it to hold position, because that will probably dramatically, lessen the risk of the green team getting a focus on these carbon units that they have actually already sent. But even though they do that, I don't really think it's going to be a big deal. The carbon team has way too many hits for the green team to actually do anything about. 27 to 117 at this point, and the carbon team will eventually get this win over Festive Present 3 or Festive Present 2. And lots of tanks, quite a lot of tanks, and it's just slow. Why is it taking so long, actually? That's a lot of tanks. I guess maybe tank damage to forts has probably gone down a little bit. And it's a little bit slow here. And there you go. Team Winged Walruses takes the first round over Team Festive Present 2 version 2. Here on Duel, so they take game 1 of the semifinal match bracket A. Which one? AC.